Welcome to the fourth episode of the Sean and Gabe Show. I'm Sean Davis.
And I'm the co-host, Gabe Lewis. And today we have a special guest.
Aaron Grifka. How are you, Aaron?
I'm doing good today.
That's good.
Okay. That's good.
That is good.
Yeah.
So today, I was thinking about it, and because we have like 4 foreign exchange students this year.
Can I say one thing?
What?
We should talk about what happened last week with the whole upload situation.
It was
So it's cleared up.
we want to take a break for Thanksgiving,
Yeah. That's all there is to it.
and we were kind of lazy too.
But I had some stuff to take care of, but
I didn't, but we just didn't get down to it. Anyway, so yeah, we have like a bunch of exchange students this year.
yeah, a
It's
few.
a mouthful. And I was thinking, we're just white kids from Napoleon, a small town. We know nothing about the outside world.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Why can't we do exchange student stuff, dude?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Because we'd have to learn their language,
Yeah.
and we just have Spanish.
We can go to Spain, dude. Spain's pretty cool.
I guess. What do you think about that?
I've been to Canada once.
You been to Canada once?
Yeah.
Is there anything like Spain?
I know nothing of Spain culture.
Canada is pretty much just America's little brother.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so I'm just saying we have no cultural diversity. And I was asking this girl questions, and people in the class were laughing at me because I was a moron. I was asking her if you use a bidet, what kind of candies they have in Germany.
Define what a bidet is for the viewers.
It's
here.
like a toilet, but it sprays your butt with water, so you save paper.
Yeah, and they're more prominent in the foreign countries. I don't think we even
Yeah.
have them here in the U.S. So
You can buy them though,
yeah,
but I think they're like 400 at least.
yeah, and apparently they also in Germany they have highways where you can just go like 150 or something, like no speed limit or anything. Like you can just go as fast as you want. Apparently. And I asked the German foreign exchange student, and she said it was true. It's pretty crazy.
Don't we have 2 from Germany?
I don't know.
We have the girl, and then we have Jakob.
Who?
Jakob. His name's Jacob.
Oh, Jacob. Is he German?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think about foreign exchange students, Aaron?
Well, I don't really think much of it. They don't really talk to me because they're afraid of me.
Yeah. I'm kind of afraid of them a little bit. Like I'm nervous to talk to foreign people. Like I just don't know how to talk to them.
Yeah, me too.
They're just different culture.
When
you know?
there's 2 of them in a classroom, though, they almost always talk in that language
Yeah.
to each other.
They
in
talk to each other.
secrecy.
That's so weird, man.
This is why
That'd-
we need diversity.
That'd be crazy though. Imagine like going to another like country to go to school and you just know their language, but you still know your native, obviously. So, and then there's another exchange student there. And you just talk to him and nobody knows what you're saying. That'd be great.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah.
They're probably just roasting the teachers and shit. There's no one will know.
If I were to become a foreign exchange student in a different country, which I don't know if it's possible, but if I were, and I just spoke English, where they don't speak English, it might trip them out.
Yeah, it would.
Where would you go?
They would ask
if
you to
could-
say things.
If you could be an exchange student. Exchange student.
Me personally, I would go to China
Why?
because they have everything that's not American there.
Dude, you could be like Karate Kid.
Dude, I don't think they'd even let you in.
Exactly.
Because they have a limit. of
Dude,
how
their
many kids
government
you
is
can
like
have.
terrible. Like I would not want to go there.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They might have some government.
Dude, you're gonna have to wear a face mask like 24/7. You won't be able to breathe. China's not a good place.
Hey, why do you have to wear a face mask?
It's 'cause of the smog, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You see how like the Chinese people they wear those
It's 'cause
medical
they don't have
masks.
regulations for factories.
Yeah, they just have Just a not good government, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably go to Italy.
Yeah, Italy would be pretty cool. I mean, imagine the school lunches there, bro. It'd be awesome.
They're probably still bad.
Nah, they're probably way better, dude.
They're not making authentic Italian food.
What do you know?
It's not like we have.
Yeah, but they didn't have Michelle Obama in office there, so.
But we don't have authentic burgers and hot dogs. That's American.
So.
So they probably don't have authentic Italian.
I don't know.
food.
Our hot dogs are like, I mean, they may.
Authentic.
I don't really know what you can call authentic with hot dogs, because hot dogs are kind of.
Oh, an authentic hot dog would be an intestine.
Hot dogs are kind of. I don't know. Yeah, they're all kind of just like mixes of meat.
I'm
and
just
like-
saying they don't have some grandma going like, I'm making my meatball for the children, and she's making it from scratch. It's probably some processed food like we have.
I mean, yeah, probably. It's probably some mass-produced stuff. I mean, it would make sense. Yeah.
Cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. I think like we need to let's just talk about like what are some good things that like we could have as a general theme of our podcast here. Cuz like you know, people are asking around. Everybody keeps asking what it's about and what it's about. It's like we just say like what do we even say to that, you know? It's just about everything.
I just say it's just about talking.
We're just talking, man.
It's just
But-
some guys chilling.
But
talking.
but I don't know. I think having a like kind of a specific theme would be nice.
I mean, I guess we could have like segments.
Talk about music. Yeah, let's have segments.
We
man.
could have like 30 minutes. Like majority of it is just like guys talking, and then there's like segments.
Why don't we just try to do that in this episode? Let's do a music
We're
segment.
gonna innovate. Okay, let's talk about music.
Well, we can keep talking how we're talking now for half of it,
Yeah.
and then we'll just talk about music the other half.
Okay.
Should we though?
Let's just go to music right now.
Well, you know what? You know, Aaron's obviously a musician. I mean, maybe it's not obvious to you, but you know,
Yeah, I could.
Aaron. By the way, Aaron is my bandmate, as I like to call him. So
Yeah.
it's yeah. So let's do it, man.
Yeah. And if there's any drummers that like to play classic rock, I have a band too, and we need a drummer.
Yeah, if anybody can like is a good metal vocalist, which I highly doubt anybody around here is gonna be, but if you're down for it, man, tryouts, man, we got 'em. We're down to have you,
Yeah.
at least for a backup, just in case the one that we have now doesn't show. But yeah,
We're three passionate guys about music, so let's just talk about it.
all right.
Who's influenced you the most?
Yeah, Aaron, you start.
Well. Oh man, who has influenced me the most?
Bro, Dio.
I mean, kinda, but to pick up the drums. I mean, that's just a tough question.
Well, what are some ideas you have? Just name a couple bands. You know, name a few.
Chris Adler from Lamb of God, and Vinnie Paul.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know
Oh.
who those guys are.
You don't know who Vinnie Paul is,
No.
bro?
What band is he from?
Pantera.
I don't listen to Pantera, dude.
Pantera is legendary, though.
That maybe in the metal community.
Yeah. No, but yeah, you know, I can see that. Anybody else in particular, Aaron, that you like?
Well,
Maybe some people that aren't drummers.
How many instruments can you play?
one.
He fiddles the bass a bit.
I play the drums.
Yeah.
What about you,
He
Gabe?
fiddles the bass. I just play guitar. And I wish I could sing,
Where-
honestly.
Where has what are your influences? Is what I'm trying to say here.
Probably the Beatles. Just because their music is so simple to play. Makes me feel good about myself.
It's just good music, man.
Yeah. Like, I took guitar in 10th grade. I'm like, yeah, that was a fun class, but I'm probably not going to play again. And then I started listening to Foo Fighters and the Beatles, and their songs are pretty easy to play. So that made me feel better as a musician. Even though
I
I'm
mean,
still not.
You don't have to be the best to play good music, and that's just proven right there.
Yeah.
I mean, the Beatles were fucking top of the charts, man. And I don't, are they still?
What do you mean?
Like top of the charts? Weren't they like number one, like most selling albums or something?
I'm pretty sure they are.
This seems accurate.
Yeah. They were pretty good.
Wait, what? I had a good question, dude. I just totally forgot. But can you like tap?
Like tapping?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhat.
Like, okay, if you had a gig in a week and you had a band, like a full band, are you guys good enough to play a set and not be booed off stage?
Possibly.
I feel like I could study music.
I feel like I could probably, yeah. If someone was able to play the solos of certain songs, because I'm not really that good with like playing that fast with solos and stuff. But I could do rhythm guitar pretty well. I mean, I can do a lot of songs fully through just without being able to do the solo. So I mean, yeah, I could. I don't know about the other members.
There's
Not
not
gonna
much I can't
state
play.
their names, but
Yeah.
I mean, for drummers, it's not that hard. I mean, I can't really say it, but you know, for improvising is what I'm trying to say. They can improvise easier, it seems. They have less notes to hit, you know.
There are some songs though that are just so clustered. It's actually kind of hard to understand.
Yeah, and that's how it goes with all the instruments. So
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Whiplash? That's a great movie, dude. I love that movie.
Yeah. I wasn't sure which one you're talking about.
Oh, the one where it's like he's a drummer in like a jazz band.
Yeah, I've seen it.
yeah, I don't think I've seen
Dude,
it.
that's a great movie.
Drum solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
J.K.
seen-
Simmons.
Have you seen The Dirt?
No, is that about Motley Crue?
Yeah, it's.
I don't like Motley Crue.
Yeah, they're okay, but I don't think the movie's really that good.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like I think it's inaccurate, and it just doesn't seem like, I don't know. It seems like Hollywooded, I guess. I don't know how you could make that like an adjective,
The
but
best part of the movie that I remember was Slash. Slash was in the movie.
was he?
Or stuntman of Slash.
Yeah, I don't remember.
They got a Slash stuntman.
The best part of the movie I remember is when Nikki Sixx overdosed and died, and then
That
he
was
came
your
back.
favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, and then he came back.
Dude, like, right before that scene was the Slash scene.
Did they get a Nikki Sixx stuntman for that scene too?
No. Actually, I think Machine Gun Kelly played the drummer in that. He played Tommy Lee.
What?
He was the actor for Tommy Lee. Machine Gun
Why?
Kelly.
Everyone hates that guy.
He's so bad at
I don't know. He was the actor, man.
Yesterday I was listening to some classic rap, and it's just so much better than today's
Yeah.
rap, dude.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
was listening to
Yeah.
Beastie Boys, Run DMC,
Yeah, I
Public
mean,
Enemy.
yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. That's the good stuff. And now it's just like, I was in the car with some kid, and like, the only thing you could hear was just the bass and the drums. You could barely hear the guy singing. It was just terrible music.
What was it though? Like what genre?
It was rap.
Oh.
And the only thing you could hear was like the bass going like, brrrr, and the drums were like, and the guy is like, he's just cussing. That was all he was saying, was just cussing.
That sounds like Death Grips.
No,
yeah.
they're better than that.
Like, I want to
Maybe.
hear the
Maybe
instruments
not.
being played when I hear music.
Yeah, I agree with that. It just, I don't know. It proves more talent. Being able to do that and then go out and play in front of people like that, just being able to shred is just insane. And also, like, people that can sing and like play really good, like Jimi Hendrix and stuff. Like, he's really talented, and he was able to sing while playing like some crazy stuff. That's really impressive to me, dude.
If you could just sing and have like a great voice.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
But I don't really have that. That's why That's why metal like vocalists they don't sing in like a nice good voice. They don't have good voices unless they yell.
Yeah.
Or like Dave Mustaine, he just kind of has that rasp. He's not like, you know, he's just changing his voice.
When you listen to songs, are you more about like the music, or are you more about the lyrics?
The music definitely. I don't even really focus the lyrics most of the
Yeah,
time.
I don't either.
Like I know so many songs, and that I've listened to like tons of times, and I still don't know like barely any of the lyrics. Cause I just listen to the music, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the music, especially the drums and guitar,
Yeah.
when they're all just
Dude, and
good,
when there's some
it's
tasty
best.
like some crazy bass licks, I love that shit, man.
Yeah, that too.
Like Death, they have some crazy shit, man.
They do.
Death is one of my influences.
Yeah.
I've
Some
only
of
known
them
about
are
them
on
for
the
a couple of
drums,
years,
yeah.
but they're insane, dude. They're so good. Dimebag Darrell, another big one.
Pantera is like a lot easier to play than Death on drums.
I think Death is pretty much the hardest thing ever to play.
Yeah.
I bet it is. If I heard it.
It's pretty difficult.
Looking at the tabs just makes me angry.
I agree with that. You know, it's
But it's only for that band. It's weird.
But yeah, check out Death. They're pretty good. I recommend. Man, that's hard.
Recommended.
I recommend Human. That's a really good album. But pretty much all their albums are really good, honestly. So just listen to all of them.
If you think about it, dude, like modern music in like 10 years is gonna be forgotten already. But like you got music from like the 70s and the 80s and 60s.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
From
Like,
pop to like classic rock. Like people still know those songs when they
Yeah.
come on the radio.
yeah, it's just kind of weird to think about. Like, our parents listened to the music for their time when they were kids, it seems. But like, for us, we're listening to the music that our parents listened to. So it's gonna be 2 generations old by the time we have kids, and our kids are gonna look back, and if they listen to the music that we listen to, they're gonna be listening to music that their grandparents listened to, and that's kind of be weird. Like,
Yeah.
imagine if we did that.
At least
And we don't
it's
really do
good
that.
music.
Not as much anyway. Like the Beatles and stuff, yeah.
Well,
but
we're kind of like we don't really listen to what the mainstream people listen to.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have kids and stuff, and you know, we're not gonna be talking about what we listened to or what was being listened to in our generation. We're gonna be talking about the old stuff, the old stuff older than us, man. That's what's crazy to me.
Yeah. Like, am I gonna listen to some classic rock or Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift has been dead for 50 years.
Look, man, Taylor Swift is she is something. Wow.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. She just has evolved from being a sweet, innocent little girl to some like hipster, like liberal. And I don't know
She's a
about her.
sellout, dude.
She's a sellout. That's all.
She is.
That's a good adjective.
And apparently she's like, I wanted to make pop music the whole time.
That really sucks.
Because she started country,
Yeah.
and then she became pop.
And she used to like actually play guitar and stuff.
I
And
don't
it was
believe
kind
her,
of cool.
dude. I don't believe her.
What?
I think...
You think
no,
it's fake?
I think that she still doesn't want to play pop, but she has to. Because she's going to be unpopular if she doesn't.
Yeah. I don't even know. I didn't think she was popular, but
She's definitely popular, dude.
I haven't even heard about her in like forever.
Well, you don't listen to, like, the radio.
I think she was in a movie or something where she plays as a cat. That was the last thing I heard about her. It was an ad on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen that trailer for that movie?
No.
The Cats movie? It looks terrible.
Yeah, I don't really plan on
I've
watching
never
it.
heard of it.
So it's like... Originally, it's like a play, I guess.
Yeah.
And pretty much it's about cats. So what they did is, I guess they made, like, the actors wear, like, these bodysuits.
Yeah.
And then they CGI'd...
Yeah, that's
over
what it
the
showed in
suits,
the ad
yeah.
on YouTube.
And it just looks terrible.
Yeah. It does.
It's like that Sonic. Like the original Sonic trailer.
Ah, thank God they changed that, man.
The movie still looks bad, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, honestly. I don't think that's. I think they should just leave that alone, man.
Dude, what happened to Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey?
Where did he fall off? He fell off, and now he's trying to come back, and he's just.
What do you mean he fell off? I didn't think he had any problems.
No, I mean like he used to be so super popular, and he'd make like classic.
Yeah, like
movies.
he had like in the
Without that.
'90s, he was like the top dog.
Yeah, and he
dude.
could do nothing wrong. His movies were always hilarious.
Yeah, like what was it? The Mask.
Yeah, The
And,
Mask.
Dude, I love that movie.
Truman
And,
Show.
Ace Ventura.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What else?
Dumb and Dumber.
The Grinch, bro.
That movie sucked.
Dude, the Grinch was good.
The Grinch is.
Dude, the
played-
Grinch says bitchin' in the movie, and nobody notices it.
So,
He says bitchin'.
is that your takeaway from that movie?
No, I just think it's funny because no one notices it because no one uses subtitles, and I do.
I don't, cause I don't like to read.
Yeah.
Well, I can't hear what they say half the time, so.
Why?
Because Phil Anselmo and the Illegals. That
Yeah.
concert was loud, man.
Oh.
Well,
Mr. Moore warned me, you know. He warned everybody, you know, in health class about. He's like, oh, I used to go to those loud concerts when I was a kid. He's like, you're gonna regret it if you don't wear ear protection. Like, that's nothing.
I've never been that close to a stage, but I've heard some loud things before.
What's the
Are
loudest
you a war
band?
veteran?
What's the loudest band that you've ever heard?
Cannibal Corpse.
Cannibal Corpse. I was there with them for that, and yeah, they were loud, but dude, Phil Anselmo was really, really loud. But we were like, 20 feet from the speakers, so, it made a difference there.
I don't know, dude. There's just a lot of stuff, like a lot of metal bands. Their names just sound cheesy to me,
Like what?
like Cannibal Corpse.
Sounds cheesy to you?
To me, it does.
Dude.
And like Death,
Death? Dude, come on. That's awesome.
it's kind of cheesy.
Imagine your name just being Death. Okay, look, my very, very first impression of Death before I even listened to any other music, like just seeing the band name, I was like, dude, that band probably sucks. They're probably just like screaming trash. I don't want to listen to it. But you look past the band name after you hear their music and you're like, damn. Like the Beatles? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Cheesy.
I'm not saying that they
Nah.
suck. I'm just saying like there's a lot of stupid band names.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Dude, especially back then.
Oh yeah.
Like John Lennon's first band was the Quarrymen. Wow, that's a real rock and roll of you, John.
And then Queen.
Yeah, Queen.
Back in the days, like, dude, I'm hardcore. I like the band Queen.
I like Michael Jackson.
Dude, that's just his
his
name.
Yeah.
That's like saying Elvis, like, bro.
Michael Jackson doesn't sound that bad. When you look at it.
Michael Jackson has a pretty good name, but I don't know what happened with him, man.
He became white.
He's dead. So who even cares anymore?
Yeah, nobody knows how we became white.
Yeah, he got really weird. I'm pretty sure he got kicked out of the U.S.
That's what happens, kids, when you don't drink your milk.
That's what happens when. That's what happens when you open an amusement park in your backyard, and you invite little kids over.
Yeah, and you
Dude, his live performances
you
were pretty
bathe with
crazy.
them.
He did the moonwalk live.
The moonwalk was pretty dope, though.
Yeah.
I wish I could moonwalk. But it's hard to come up with a band name.
Definitely.
But
Agreed.
looking back,
Honestly, you just gotta let it come to you.
I don't think that. I think you should just make it something and not look back at it, because to you it's always gonna sound dumb, pretty much.
Yeah.
No matter what, you're always gonna second guess it.
I don't know. I like our band name right now. It's not the worst, and I mean it's better than not having a band name at all. We can actually tell people that we have a band name. It's kind of nice to just stick with it.
Yeah, and for right now, it's what we are.
Yeah. Well, I mean we could change it, but I don't really know that we should, because I don't really know that I care that
And
much about it.
legally, I mean, we're the legal distance away where we can actually claim this name.
Yeah. I mean we can. So, not too bad. Like my dad's first band, I think it was a band that he joined, but and they were named Dyer's Eve, and that's a Metallica song. And
Who's
you know,
Metallica?
obviously, who's Metallica?
I heard Lars
Uh.
stole that name because I guess there's like a magazine of like band names, and his friend's like, I think I might name my band this. And he pointed to it, and it's Metallica. And he's like, no, that's a stupid name. Because he wanted it. So the friend's like, okay, I guess I won't call it that. But then he's like, okay, I'm naming my band Metallica.
He just lies to his friend. Like that's
Yeah.
that's not a good band name, dude. You should just forget about it.
That's a Lars move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic Lars. Don't let people pirate your
Lars.
music and get all upset about it.
He reminds me of Kiss. He's more about like the business side than the actual music.
Yeah.
And he just wants to make money.
But you know who doesn't?
Neoclassical
Slayer.
Metallica
Because-
tour.
That's why Slayer was awesome, man. And Slayer might have been overrated. But
Yeah.
you know what? They are like one of the OGs of metal, bro. For real. And they just retired like a few days ago. Just like their last concert was a few days ago, like ever. And that's it. I mean, but I'm glad we got to see them once before. Well, the last time they were in Michigan, I believe. So that was pretty nice. But we love you, Slayer.
Slayer is pretty good.
Yeah. I agree.
Same
Check out
with
Slayer.
all the our other bands that toured with them. They're pretty good too.
Yeah, definitely. Phil Anselmo and the Illegals, check them out. Well, actually, they only have one album. Phil Anselmo has a lot of other stuff that he does, so check that out.
Stop. You have to stop promoting stuff.
I'm
We only have
promoting
one-
stuff because
we
I
only
want
have one sponsor today.
I want people to check it out. Hey,
It's not Phil Anselmo.
hey, these people, none of these people I'm shouting out are sponsors, except Anchor,
Wait,
of
wait,
course.
wait. Who is Phil Anselmo?
Phil Swift.
You don't, dude. Come on, don't do this. I don't want to play along with this.
Well, people are gonna look it up now.
Good.
Okay, in the comments, if you're watching on YouTube, on the comments, put down one of your favorite songs.
Or bands.
Yeah,
Or
bands.
Or genre,
Yeah.
or anything like that. Just let
And
us
then the
know.
next guest we'll
We'll
have
read 'em.
next week, we'll pick up back for our segment about music.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Weekly music segment is now going to be a thing, so get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would like to thank Anchor for sponsoring today's episode.
Yeah, without Anchor, this podcast would not be possible. And because of them, they've distributed it freely for us on Apple, Google, even Spotify, pretty much anywhere where you can listen to a podcast, just the audio files. You can do that with Anchor. They give you the tools you need to make your podcast for free. Thank you, Anchor, a lot.
Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Well, here are my current standards.
Well, let's narrow it down a little bit here before we dive into it. Can't just be anything. Talk about morals here specifically, right?
What are morals?
Well, you could just bring up one.
What are morals?
You could just
Well,
bring up
Let's define morals here for Aaron.
a moral is a mushroom.
Not to Morel, but okay. So basically, I think what a moral is something that you just are supposed to follow, and not question it, and it's just supposed to be something that you just do out of respect. It's just a moral.
It's
It's a quality.
I think it's like the rules you live by.
Yeah.
To your life.
It's just kind of a rule that like everybody should live by.
Concerned with the principles of right and wrong behavior and the goodness or badness of human character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's a moral that's important to you?
Staying clean.
Is that a moral, or is that just hygiene?
Well, if it is.
I think morals are just like, don't kill people and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just morally incorrect to do that, or like abuse things and stuff like that.
But I like to be clean too. I don't like being dirty.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't know. Like, should gambling be illegal?
No.
Should it be morally incorrect to gamble? And
if
it's sin.
It's rigged to not profit you, which it is. Probably. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Gambling is kind of, it's risky, obviously.
I'm
but
profited from.
but I think the underground shit, I think it's more legit than The casinos. That's why they don't want you to gamble outside of casinos, because they want to keep the money there. It's all about money, man.
Well, I just think like, okay, if it's illegal because you don't want people wasting money, then why do you have like stores and malls where people just waste money on stuff all the time?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's your money. You should be able to do what you want with it.
Yeah.
So why does it matter? Why can't we just gamble legally? Why does it have to be legal?
I don't even want to gamble, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to necessarily, but I mean, a game of blackjack here and there with some buddies is pretty fun,
Dude, virtual poker, you can make so much money so fast. I am not even kidding.
Is it real money or virtual money?
I mean, if it were real money, it would be pretty
Okay,
easy
well
to
then
rack it
you're
up.
just wasting my time.
If anyone
Get to
knows
it,
any
man.
good gambling websites that are legal,
Go to CS:GO. No. What is it? Skinhub.com. That's one of them.
Don't look that up. It
No,
might be
no,
wrong.
it's a CS:GO skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it, alright. Just it sounds dirty, but it's not. I promise.
but
No.
what's a moral that you have? Let me re-say that. What's a moral you have
Moral that I have.
that you live by and you think about constantly?
I don't know.
Not constantly, but you think about it.
I don't know. I try
Like-
to respect people.
There we go.
And not be a douchebag unless they're a douchebag to me. So
Like, what kind of person do you want to be remembered as? What kind of person do you want to be?
I want to be a fair person. That's what I do. I try to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't always do that. I don't always successful. But who is really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fame is temporary.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe.
yeah. Honestly, that's kind of true. Yeah, you never always have fame, really.
That's not true. There's some people that have been famous their whole life. Maybe not as famous as they once were, but they're still famous. And they still have a following.
Christopher Columbus.
What is
No.
the past?
I'm not, look at Tom Hanks, dude.
How do we even know the past exists, though?
Dude, I'm writing a great story about this right now. Every 2,100 years, the world and its history resets, and everyone forgets about it. And they just start from scratch again. They build society up, and then it resets. They forget, and it just is a repeat.
Nibiru.
And the protagonist in the story, he's trying to be remembered for something. Because he wants to, like, have a legacy of being the best at what he does. So he wants to be remembered.
What does he do?
Why am I afraid of spoiling it? None of you guys are gonna read it. It's for an English paper, but pretty much he wants to make a movie, and he wants to make it the best movie of all time, so people will remember it. But then he realizes it doesn't matter if people remember him, because everything's gonna reset.
Because The Godfather already exists, and it's better. No.
That's not even your favorite movie, though.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, but it's like a staple movie, I had to say some movie
Yeah.
that was like big,
You could have said Tenacious D.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Godfather.
If you could be the godfather of a mafia family, would you?
Yes.
That's actually a lot to take on though, and you could just be assassinated at any time.
You're the godfather, dude, of the biggest crime family.
Yeah, but he literally got ran up on and
But he survived.
just got blasted in the first one. Yeah, he survived, but still, that's a chance.
And they were in like a war. They're in a
A gang war, mafia war, mob
Yeah.
war, or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. It'd be cool to be a part of the mafia, but I mean, it's just like gang stuff,
Yeah, basically.
But it's more classy.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah, that's the only good part.
Imagine just like being the mafia in 2019, just like all dressed up.
That'd be cool, man.
Dude, it
You're
would.
just walking down
We,
the
we just
block.
we just could wear suits all the time
Yeah, like what's cooler?
and just chill together.
Wearing suits and like acting, being organized, or like sagging your pants down.
Yeah.
wearing a bandana.
Some-
Holding the gun sideways and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holding a gun sideways or having a Tommy gun.
Yeah, and holding it at your waist. Yeah, boy. Nah.
Just walking down the street shooting in the air.
Yeah, dude.
Cowboy style.
No, these days it's harder to do stuff like that. Like back then, the crime like in New York, like they basically had control of the whole political system and everything. So,
At least of that city they're in.
well, yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah, New York City's pretty big. But
the mobsters in New York wouldn't have control.
it was
of, like-
yeah, it was on like the immigrant portion
Yeah.
where all of them came to, but
So what we were talking about morals.
Yeah.
If you were a cop and you were in a position where you had the choice to kill someone that's like a murderer, would you do that and end him, or would you arrest him
well,
so he could face trial?
you're supposed to do that. I mean, everybody deserves trial, really. That's how it is in the Constitution, I think, or in one of the amendments or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what would you do?
I mean, I probably wouldn't shoot him unless he had a weapon. He was gonna shoot me or stab me or something. I just blast
Or
his
if they were
kneecaps.
gonna kill another person.
Yeah, if they're about to harm someone, then yeah,
Yeah.
I'll harm them first.
Yeah.
Shoot him in the Achilles tendon.
Are you guys gonna ever own a gun?
Absolutely, yes.
I thought about it.
Dude, you can own a gun right now, bro.
I know, but like,
You could buy guns right now.
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever own one.
Why?
Just 'cause
I mean, at least for home defense, you should.
I know people say that, but then how many of those people actually get like?
Yeah, but how many? Like, how do you know?
What if you see
You know?
something extraterrestrial?
I've had
gonna-
my house broken into before. Like, it happens, man.
I'm just gonna buy like a knight sword. Just keep that.
What
in
if
my
they come
bag.
in with a gun though? Like, what are you gonna do?
I can deflect the bullets.
What if they just come in with a gun? You have a sword and they just blast you and your whole family, and then that's it. Because you didn't have
They
a
come in. They're like.
because you didn't have a gun to defend
Yeah.
yourself, man. You
That
gotta
would-
have a gun, man.
How funny that'd be if they come in with the gun, and I'm at the end of the hallway in like knight armor, and they just shoot me, and I just flop on the floor.
I mean, you have to have some sort. You have to have some sort of backup plan, man.
Yeah.
I think a gun is probably the best option.
I'm gonna have a secret passage in my house.
That's just too much work, man. How are you gonna get all the kids into that area?
Just have a
The
trap
passage
door.
connects from my room to their rooms to the basement,
Where your guns are. And
where
then you
my
grab
knight
them.
sword and armor
Dude,
is.
you just look, man. Look, an intruder comes in your house. He has a loaded AR-15. You go into your closet. You grab the 12 gauge. You walk out, pop him once, and go back to bed. There you go.
Or I can wear chainmail armor
Yeah, but
and a sword.
but realistically, man, if he comes in and just has a gun, what do you like? If you don't have a gun
A
against
watermelon cannon.
you're done for.
Dude, yeah.
A
if you had
potato launcher.
Yeah, if you had a watermelon launcher, it doesn't matter if he has a gun.
Nah, a potato launcher would be better.
Why?
You could fuck somebody up with
Oh, yeah,
that, dude.
It shoots fast.
What if you had like?
Like really, dude. But you couldn't miss. That's the problem. If you missed, you'd be sad.
What if you had like a launcher that could like shoot like 5 pounds of like those discs that you can put like on a bench press?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like they're like the 5-pound rings. So you had a gun that could launch those. That'd
There's
be
like a
cool.
like a saw blade launcher.
Yeah.
That would hurt really bad.
That was the thing from Dead Rising
What's that?
video game.
Oh.
A video juego.
I only played Dead Rising 2.
Yeah, but Dead Rising 2 off the record, bro. It's the best one.
I tried 3, but it was not that good.
Pretty much all of them after 2 were bad. There was like 3 2s though. But this is not the gaming segment. Unless you want to make it the gaming segment, because we got 20 minutes left.
I don't know if we want to make it the gaming segment, dude.
I kind of like gaming.
I do too, but I don't know if I like them enough to talk about them every week as a segment.
Yeah. What you said.
Well, what else is there? Books.
I mean,
That's not one to talk about
Yeah.
with me.
who likes books, dude?
Yeah, I'm not.
Books
yeah.
are dying.
Books.
I've been
Yeah.
forced to read books. Help.
Is that a
I mean, we
country
could talk
right?
about technology and shit. Let's just talk about what's happening in the world,
Okay, like what?
like world news and shit.
Global warming has risen.
What is that? Kamala Harris dropped out of the presidential election.
Who?
Kamala Harris.
Exactly. No
I
one
think-
knows. No one cares.
No, I don't even know what happened. I just know that I heard about it on,
She just
on
wasn't good.
Instagram.
I hate when like the senators, they join the race and then when they quit, they're like, I just don't think it's time for me yet. Whereas obviously like, they could have just said, I'm obviously not gonna win, so I'm quitting.
Yeah.
They gotta come up with some stupid lie.
Like, dude, I kind of just want to be a politician just so I could just be straight honest all the time. But like, dude, I'm obviously gonna lose. I'm out of here. Like, having someone that straightforward, you know, people like that. I would like that.
Yeah.
Someone's just that honest about stuff. That'd be nice.
I mean, what if you just made a really bad promise for the American people?
Like what?
Like,
Not a lot of presidents have done that.
like getting rid of all taxes.
That's literally what what's the governor of Michigan right now?
I don't know.
Whitmer.
Yeah, she said that she was gonna do that, and here I learned this from my dad. He says that as soon as she got into office, she said she was gonna remove all taxes, and as soon as she got into office, she put a gas tax in immediately. Like, she started a gas
prices rose like 20
and
cents.
gas prices rose like 20-40 cents, and she said she wasn't gonna do that, and she did.
I thought about this and how the left wants to raise taxes like insanely. I thought about it and it's like, okay, the rich people, they're rich enough they could just move countries, and then they won't pay the taxes, and then all
They
that
should.
taxes.
They should.
They will.
And they
That's what
should.
will happen.
Yeah, they should, and they will.
And
then who gets
They
screwed?
could fucking buy their own damn country by then.
Yeah, and then who gets screwed? Oh, white. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
The working man.
I just
gets
don't
screwed.
see why people are like this. Like, if you have money that you've earned and you've earned that much and you were able to earn that much, that's literally the dream of everybody. Everybody wants to be a fucking billionaire, and it's so rare. I mean, these people have earned their way to the top. Let them keep their money, man. They earned it. Why take it away? That's just bullshit. If I earned $1 million, I don't want to have to give a quarter of it away. That's fucking bullshit.
Obviously, they should pay more. Like,
I don't know.
proportionally. They should.
I don't think that's true, man. I think we should all be treated equally. I think they should just have to pay the same amount that we do. I mean, if they have a bigger house, they're gonna have to pay more for bills and shit anyway. You know, that's just how it goes.
I think the government is just greedy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the people are needy, and
The real question is, who's going to become the Democrat?
what?
The what is that? Like,
Who is going to become the Democrat?
the
who is going
Democrat
to
Party leader?
Oh,
I don't know.
Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden?
definitely not Joe. He's creepy.
He's
Nah,
creepy.
It probably. I feel like he will be, actually.
Yeah. It's either.
I don't know. Bernie.
too.
Bernie's a retard. He's not getting. No, he's not getting elected. Neither of them are. I
all
think
of
Trump's.
them are so bad.
I think Trump's gonna be going for a second term. That's what I think.
We'll see.
I wouldn't doubt it. I really do think it's gonna happen. I just have a feeling in my gut, dude.
I don't want to talk too much politics, but
I don't either. But
I
it's
don't
what's
either.
happening right now.
so
Yeah, I'm just
let's
stating
change the
facts. I'm not
subject.
stating opinions.
I think a prominent problem we have in today's society is people giving things power that they don't have.
Like what?
I don't know, stuff people get offended about. Like stupid stuff. Like what's an example of, like something stupid where people like make a petition?
here's a good one. Recently, like Thanksgiving, people think Thanksgiving is racist now and shit. I saw Steven Crowder do a video on it, like talking to people about it, like because people are thinking, you know, they say it's racist and stuff because I don't even know why. I really can't even think like how that would even make sense. It's really dumb, dude.
Yeah.
People just making big deals about everything nowadays.
Yeah, and like when they do that, when they make something a big deal, they give it power that it doesn't have,
Right.
or that it shouldn't have.
They just make issues out of
Yeah.
nothing. For no reason. Literally for no reason. No one said anything about Thanksgiving out of nowhere. Oh, it's racist. Let's make a big deal about it. Who cares?
Yeah.
You can go sit in the corner and cry while I enjoy my Thanksgiving dinner with my family.
Yeah, while I eat turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving
You know what I'm
stuff.
saying? Like, who cares? That was like how long ago was that? Hundreds of years ago.
Like 400? No, it's like 300.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick moment of silence for Squanto.
What about Silver, the horse? That's what his name was, right?
Pocahontas.
Hi-ho,
What?
Silver.
That's the Lone Ranger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a different thing. What's the difference, though? You know, they're all Indians.
Yeah, they're not even really Indians. They're more Native Americans who.
Yeah,
are
but dude,
filing
even
racist.
yeah, but there's Native Americans that call themselves Indians. So it doesn't. I don't really think that. I don't really know, man.
What about Native Indians?
I mean, there are Native Indians in India.
Why do people in India poop on the streets?
Because
San
they have nowhere
Francisco.
else. Yeah, look at California, man. There's a lot of homeless people there.
Do you think that should be like a fine or illegal pooping in
Yeah.
the street?
How are they gonna pay for it if they're homeless?
Get rid
Like-
of the streets. Get rid of.
Like, what good is it gonna do to find people that are homeless?
Like
you
I was
know?
playing Red Dead 2, and I was like riding my horse. I got him off. I came out of the saloon, unhitched him, and then he just starts pooping in the street.
Just leave it.
Yeah, well that was like the 1800s, so the streets were just mud.
I mean, everything was just kind of like, just any land. Like back then, that'd be cool, man, to live in those times. Cause like all land is just unowned. It's
It'd
just
be
free.
terrible.
Wyoming.
But it would just be like freedom, dude. It'd be so nice.
It'd be terrible.
No, it wouldn't. I mean, it probably would for like, you know, like medical stuff. Like if you had a toothache, like, bruh, gonna get some wooden teeth or something, or it's pulled out.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, they had some pretty fucked up shit back then for medical.
I want to know why the guys back in like the 1600s wore wigs, pure white wigs.
It was luxurious.
Yeah,
And they had
They-
fancy
that was-
goblets.
that was just like a high class thing back then.
It's funny to see how like stuff has changed
Their
and what
outfits
is
were-
considered to be classy. But yeah, I think that's a good place to end it.
No,
Oh,
no, not yet.
okay, I'll cut that part out.
We got 9 more minutes.
Alright. Let's make this a good 9 minutes. The people that think that the country India is in Indiana. There are 2 billion
this.
people in India. Let's go to India.
Yeah,
And it's like, no, it's Indiana, you idiot.
there's not 2 billion people in Indiana though. What are you talking
2
about?
billion people in India.
Yeah.
And people think that Indiana is India.
Is that a real problem going on?
Yeah.
I don't think. What's the most boring state?
We
Wyoming.
talked about this already.
No, we didn't.
In the first episode, us two and Hunter talked about what's the worst state.
What's the
What
best?
about the worst country? Like, what is your least favorite country?
There's a lot of countries, dude. There's a lot.
Djibouti, though. It's a good one.
That's like illegal to go there. Because they're harvesting all the diamonds.
Apparently, did you know Elon Musk is from South Africa?
Hmm.
Kind of crazy.
Doesn't look like it.
He went to Stanford.
No, it's
Now,
not
South Africa's mostly white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
How?
kind of weird.
I think it was just during like I don't even remember what time of like era it was, but Europeans were coming over into Africa and like just taking over, man.
That's kind of weird because like the rest of Africa.
And I
is
think that's
not
how they.
white.
I'm pretty sure that's how they ended up. Like the rest of them are in South Africa.
What do you think about that? The Europeans just taking over Africa. Is it survival of the fittest, or is it just them being terrible people?
That's just human nature, man.
Well, I can tell this is getting stale.
Anyway.
So yeah, this is gonna do it for the 4th episode. Aaron, is there anything you want to plug?
Well, I have a YouTube channel,
What is it called?
Mr. Finn PC.
Nice.
MRFINPC.
You have any words of wisdom? Okay, I'm Gabe Lewis,
I am Sean Davis.
and we'll see you in the next one.